The legend of the Flying Dutchman is one of the most fascinating and terrifying stories of all time. It tells us of a ghost ship that roams the seas eternally, never finding safe harbor. But how did this story begin? It all goes back to the 17th century, during the golden age of Dutch navigation. According to the legend, Captain Hendrik van der Decken was on a voyage to the East Indies, when he encountered a violent storm at the Cape of Good Hope. The Cape, notorious for its treacherous waters, had claimed many ships before, but van der Decken believed he could conquer it. The winds howled, the waves rose like giants, and the crew begged the captain to turn back. But van der Decken, stubborn and determined, swore he would pass the Cape, even if it was the last act of his life. It is said that he challenged the forces of nature, with such arrogance that even God himself cursed him. The challenge was accepted by the forces of the sea, and thus, according to the legend, van der Decken was cursed. Condemned to wander the oceans forever, never to touch land again, he and his ship became the Flying Dutchman. The crew, equally cursed, was doomed to an endless existence, sailing the waters of a living hell. For centuries, sailors from various parts of the world have reported sightings of the Flying Dutchman. Always shrouded in mist, it appears as a haunted vision, a harbinger of bad luck and impending disaster. These sightings are not just tales from superstitious sailors, they have been reported by respected captains and entire crews, all agreeing on the description of a ghostly ship, with tattered sails and a silent crew. Some say that seeing the Flying Dutchman is a sign that the ship that spots it will face a tragedy, like shipwrecks or deadly storms. Others believe it is a lost soul seeking redemption, but doomed to an eternity of suffering. There are even those who claim that if you encounter the ship and hear the captain's call, you will be forced to replace one of the cursed crew members. Today, the Flying Dutchman remains a legend that fascinates and haunts, inspiring works of art, films, and stories around the world. But will we ever discover the truth behind this legend? Or will the Flying Dutchman continue to be a metaphor for the perils and unfathomable mysteries of the sea? Until we have answers, the Flying Dutchman will continue to sail through our imaginations, an endless mystery, lost among the waves of time.